Good morning, guys. Everybody survived the storm? If you're in the United States, let me know in the comments how much snow or ice that you got. We got about 18 inches in my area. Still coming down. Thought for sure I'd lose power. We'll start here shortly, guys. About 60 seconds. Questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box. Yeah, it's about the same up here, Morgan. It's ridiculous. I spent over 6 hours yesterday plowing. I plowed my whole neighborhood. I had to do it 3 times, about 2 hours each time. Low 60s sounds rough. Yeah, we had ice underneath it. So what was crazy about plowing is anytime it hit heavy snow, it was hard to get traction. Like once I pushed it, I would just spin. It was tough. It was tough. I got a big mean 1000 cc quad too. First time I've ever had it, work that hard. My volume's low. Audio is low. That is strange. We'll get the mic closer. YouTube is reporting that my audio is slow. Instagram, you guys hear me okay? Let me know on Instagram. Let me check something real quick. All right, all the settings are correct. All right, we'll get that corrected. It's always something, isn't it? Instagram, are you guys able to hear me all right? Audio's good. Thanks, Dan. All right, might be a setting with YouTube. I'll talk louder. All right, guys. Anyway, good morning. Happy 26th of January for the folks in the United States. Hopefully you survived Snowmageddon. We got about 18 inches here. So we'll get into the report. I understand my volume's low on YouTube, so you might have to crank it up on your phone. I'll get with my administrator and see what's going on the settings. All right, guys. Data today, 830 durable goods, didn't really move the market much. Right here we have ES, MES, this is the S&P 500. Open price was 69.04, high a day 69.50, low a day 68.79. It really dropped down hard. With the tariff talk and maybe escalation with Iran, and then it has completely rebounded. So, matter of fact, if you look at our algorithm, all time frames are bullish that we watch. So, and that bias is right at 69.35. So resistance at high day, support or resistance at high day in 7,000. Support at 6,900 and low a day. So we'll find support before low a day, guys. And looks like we're taking longs. As I was doing my report, it was compressed, so we're going to trade either side of it, but now we're getting price lift. We'll have, you can see 69.63 will be resistance also. RTY M2K, that's the Russell 2000. Don't bet against it in January, guys. It's just tough. This green box here is our mean reversion box, but you can see we cleared it and came back through it. So it's going to be a little less consequential than before, but we want to be aware of it. All right, so momentum is turning. It hasn't completely shifted, right? Well, it is on the smaller time frames. Let me look. We'll look here in a second. Anyway, open price 26.61, high day 26.80, low day 26.43. Resistance high day and then 27.85. Support at low day and then 2600. The bias is long above 26.80. Guys, when you come to my war room, I have everything mapped out for you. I have the bias, so we know which side of the trade to take. We have approximate sells, approximate buys, and we have key levels marked out. And then we have the proprietary matrix system that is just undefeated on momentum, guys. We are going to launch this. There's much more to it than this little box, but and also, Prop Firm Kid is permanently joining us in our VIP lounge, or in our VIP and war room. So you're going to have 2 experts in one war room. He's received over $1 million in funding through prop firms, right? So anyway, NQ. I know a lot of you guys like NQ. Let's look at it. Questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box, guys. We'll get to metals in a second. I know my audio is low on YouTube. We'll get that corrected. So NQ, open price 25,585, high a day 25,742, low a day 25,366, resistance at high day in 840. You'll see that back here, guys. Right. Is that 840? Yep, right up there, 845 actually. So we're gonna have a speed bump here. If we continue up, that's the next spot, because price sets the first support and resistance. I know everybody wants to know about silver. I'll get to it in a second. All right. The bias is the white line at 25,665. So we're looking for longs right now. This was actually a long signal with momentum. So that usually pays 70 points on average. So let's see that. That's about, this is where I had it measured. 85. Yep. So it's got to get to there to pay out. Took this trade, you need to go break even. All right, guys, we're going to get to metals. Is everybody ready? Should I talk about metals? Nah, I should probably skip them, right? Oh, my goodness. Everybody wants to know, should I buy gold, silver, platinum, palladium? Yeah, you should 6 months ago when we told you to buy it. That's when you should have bought it, guys. A lot of you guys are coming late to the party. All right, gold futures. Listen, for XAU levels, because I know a lot of you guys don't trade gold futures. I do. The pricing is damn near the same. You actually add 3 points to my numbers. So gold is in backwardation. It's not much, though. All right, here we go. I'll talk slowly for those in the back. Open price, 5,013. High day, 5,107. That was a 5,100 diamond rejection, right? That same zone exists here. This needs to be green now because that is support. All right. Now, resistance at high day and then 5,150. Technically, it should be 5,115 and then 5,150. Low a day is your support, and then 49.85, the bottom of that box. And we're looking for longs above 50.50, right? Our next long setup is right here, guys. 50.72, which is, if you do your math, what is it, guys, in XAU? Come on, add 3 to that number, 50.75. We'll call it in the war room here, guys. I expect a test back to this box. We had a short-term one here, but I think there's going to be a significant test, guys. Listen, Wednesday is the FOMOC minutes. They're not going to cut rates. It's going to be a hold. That's going to slow metals down and throw them back slightly. Because metals like rate cuts. They don't like hearing there's not going to be a rate cut. But then the opposite side of that is war escalate pushes it up. So we got some catalysts that are pushing it up. How's that for a symbol? Up and down. But we're on top of it, guys. So mean inversion levels are 4,900. So right now, I've told everybody don't short gold unless it's one of those boxes for a few points. All right, 2,700 of you guys have asked me about silver. Are you ready to do silver? I don't even have. I got it on a report, but I didn't put the lines in it because I do not day trade it. You can't. Margin requirements way too high, and the volatility will rip your face off. Parts finder. Come on, Owen. You better hang on to that position for dear life, Owen. All right. So let me change this out. So for silver, it is par pricing with futures. So I'm just going to do spot. All right, here we go. Open price, 104.59. High day, 110.92, almost 111. Low day, 103.31. Resistance at high day in 115, support at low day in 99. The bias is 106.57. The daily's long. When do you buy silver? You buy it on a 5% plus retracement, right? If you get that retracement. Might come this week. We don't know. Guys, I called 99 to 100 being resistance right here. I thought we'd have a 4% throwback. It had a 2.5% throwback. It was just too damn bullish. But here was your throwback that I called. That was it. That's all it gave. And then it ran through. So from that high, if we get back down to 101, that's an 8% retracement. 10%. So, guys, if it sees 99 to 101, buy it. Because it's going to head to 125. There you go. I talked about silver. What else you guys want to know about silver? You buy on retracements, particularly 4% or greater, until they get this shit worked out. All right, platinum. I'm going over to platinum now, guys. Stand by. People were asking about platinum. We're going to talk about platinum futures. For XPT, the underlier, you just subtract 11 from the numbers I'm about to give you. Open price 28.22, high day 29.25, low a day 26.87, resistance at high a day and 29.85, support at 27.75, and then low a day, and bias is long above 28.21. Do you remember 2 weeks ago when I called this thing a buy at 2,300? At 2,300? 600 points ago? Yeah. Do you remember that? Matter of fact, do you remember when I called it a buy at 1,500? Do you remember when I called it a buy at 1,000? All right. So I want to see this thing come back down to, so here's the support levels for intraday, 27.75. Guys, take that number, subtract 11 for the underlier. And then 2,700 to 26.85, that 2,700 diamond, where I'm interested in swinging it. So let's put that in. Let's put it in. What do you think? Guys, welcome questions, comments. Questions or tickers, throw them in the comment box. So I'm building out where my area of interest is for my next long. Right there it is, guys. We adjust the price. If you want to know how to manipulate the charts like this, I have a free video in my VIP. I teach you guys how to do this. What's the median price there? It's 2,700. So we do that. And we make it supports, we make it green. So keep an eye on that price level, guys. That's where I'm interested in buying it for a swing again. And it's the same for the underlier. Alex wants to know, so listen, there's a 99% chance they're not going to rate cuts. They're going to do a hold. Metals don't like holds, and they don't like rate increases. They like rate cuts. So I think that's going to decelerate metals a little bit, maybe even throw them back temporarily. That's going to give an opportunity to buy, right? But if war increases with Iran or tariffs increase with Canada or Europe, that pushes metals up. So we have a couple catalysts pushing it up, pushing it down. But if it stays the same as right now and they don't cut rates, you're going to see a slowdown in metals temporarily. All right, guys, the 918 oscillators are positive 12 and 10, fixes at 16. So we're in buying mode in the markets. I showed you how the indices are rebounding. Let's talk about swing trades, and I'm going to look at your tickers. So you better get them in there. If you got a ticker, get them in there. And if you're late and ask me about metals, you're late. You got to be here at 9 o'clock, 15 minutes ago. All right, Tesla's 447, BBAI, buy zone, 585. QBTS, 2573. It's not a buy until it gets down to 21 to 22. 20 to 22, really. Bitcoin's at 87.8. Ethereum's 2,900. I think the fat lady has sung on the crypto cycle, but remember, the undefeated Trump insider bet, what is that, $900 million or $500 million on long on crypto. Maybe they know something we don't know. If you want to learn how to do this, guys, I offer a money back guarantee on my course. I have people in the queue for my course right now. We're switching service providers that host it, so I've got a delay here. But you can always join my free Discord, and most importantly, guys, hit the link in my bio. Come trade with Dan and I for 7 days for free. It'll be life-changing for you. Let me go see what tickers you got. Oh yeah, copper. I'll do copper here in a second there, Maxence. All right, let's go look at YouTube. Yeah, guys, sorry about the volume on YouTube. I'll get it fixed. We got questions about copper over there. Yeah, so for you guys that are in my VIP, well, actually, I don't have to be in my VIP. If you go to my YouTube at Student Alpha, make sure you follow me there. I put a free weekend update every weekend, and I cover copper, and those levels haven't changed. So on all the metals, I project the week coming forward. Go to my YouTube at Student Alpha, and I do a weekly projection coming forward. And guys, it's free information. Hopefully free is not too expensive. So let's look at copper. So copper, right, it cleared $6 and then come back. So it's this level right here, 590 is pretty important. Although onward and upward, I would buy any throwback in this. I called the buy last week at 560 to 565. It tapped right into it by 2 cents and then has ran up. So that was an accurate buy call on that. I think if we get enough, and we just we're getting bullish lift here in pricing, but we don't have the momentum shift. We're probably going to get sticky around $6. If we get another throwback, that's going to be your opportunity. The thesis on this is $10 to $11 right now. So I'm looking for another throwback. I got into it, traded this, and then exited. So I made some money because I put my money in natural gas based on this storm in the United States, and it's paying well. So there you go. Any retracement sub $6 right now seems to be but mind your own risk, guys. And this is not financial advice. This is how I would look at it. You got to do your own due diligence. MDT and Tim. Holy cow, throwing two at me, Morgan. What do you got going on it? Price resistance at the looks like the all-time high 106. You do have a switch in the daily bias Thursday, so it's gone long. So I think that if you can buy it between 98 and 100, it's going to be good. If you own it, get your stop loss about 95. Tim. I've traded this one before. Tempest AI. All right, Morgan. I'm running out of time. Set an anchored VWAP, all-time high anchored VWAP, and set a low VWAP right here. Measured out. Send me your chart. Let me know your thoughts. Let me look over on... All right, guys. So listen, a lot of questions I'm not going to get to. That's what my free Discord's for. If you have a question, tag me in my free Discord. Join there. I'll send you a chart. But see, I have a hard stop because my VIPs are sitting there right now ready to trade. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Guys, make sure you're here sharp. You get those questions in so I can get to them. Can't get to everybody. But if you tag me in my free Discord, we'll definitely get you answered. And guys, come trade 7 days free with me. I trade on Thinkorswim as my platform. Charles Schwab. All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Be on time.